Curious Minds, Global Voices. Kotoba Camp.
Square.
Square.
A flat shape with four equal sides and four right angles. An open public area in a city. To make something even, straight, or equal.
正方形，广场，使成正方形，使平衡。
The ancient city was designed with a central square, where citizens gathered for important announcements. The urban planners decided to redesign the town square to accommodate more community events.
The geometric pattern on the artifact featured a perfect square at its center.
I noticed that the campus square is always bustling with students during lunch hours.
It's challenging to square the budget when unexpected expenses keep arising.
Squaring.
Squaring.
The squaring of the building's foundation was critical for structural stability. Squared.
Squared. The area of the garden was calculated using the square dimensions of its borders.
Rectangle, quadrilateral, plaza, marketplace.
长方形，四边形，广场，市场。
Circle, curve, asymmetry, irregularity.
圆形，曲线，不对称，不规则。
Strain.
Strain.
A force or pressure that causes change or stress, a specific type or variety. To exert pressure or effort, to filter or separate.
压力，紧张，种类，品系，施加压力，过炉，分离。
The metal showed signs of strain after being subjected to extreme temperatures for hours. The bridge's structure couldn't withstand the strain of heavy traffic during peak hours.
Certain bacteria can develop a strain resistant to common antibiotics over time.
I could hear the strain in his voice as he tried to explain the complex concept.
We need to strain our resources wisely to complete the project before the deadline.
Straining.
Straining.
The straining of the ship's hull during the storm raised concerns about its durability. Strained.
Strained. Their relationship became strained after months of unresolved disagreements.
Stress, tension, variety, type.
压力，紧张，种类，类型。
Ease, relaxation, uniformity, consistency.
轻松，放松，统一，一致性。
Stream.
Stream.
A small, flowing body of water, a continuous flow of something. To flow or move continuously, to transmit data over the internet.
小溪，溪流，连续流动，流动，线上传输。
A narrow stream ran through the forest, providing water for various wildlife species. The valley was carved over centuries by a powerful stream eroding the soft rock.
A steady stream of visitors came to see the newly discovered archaeological site.
I often stream documentaries about environmental issues to stay informed on global challenges.
The data will stream directly to the server, ensuring real-time updates for analysis.
Streaming.
Streaming.
Streaming high-definition content requires a stable and fast internet connection. Streamed.
Streamed. The lecture was streamed live to accommodate students who couldn't attend in person.
River, brook, flow, current.
河流、小溪、流动、潮流。
Stagnation, blockage, interruption, stillness.
停滞、阻塞、中断、静止。
Stress.
Stress.
Physical or emotional tension, emphasis on a particular point. To emphasize or put pressure on something or someone.
压力、紧张、强调、施加压力。
The material exhibited visible cracks under stress when tested with heavy loads. The tight deadline created considerable stress among the team working on the project.
High levels of stress can impact both mental health and physical well-being over time.
I want to stress the importance of maintaining biodiversity in fragile ecosystems.
We must stress the need for sustainable practices to protect natural resources.
Stressing.
Stressing.
Stressing the key points during a presentation helps the audience retain critical information. Stressed.
Stressed. Many urban dwellers feel stressed due to the fast-paced lifestyle and constant demands.
Tension, pressure, strain, emphasis.
紧张、压力、拉力、强调。
Relaxation, ease, calm, relief.
放松、轻松、平静、缓解。
Stretch.
Stretch.
An act of extending or lengthening a continuous area or expanse. To extend or lengthen something beyond its normal limit, to expand.
伸展、延伸，一片连续的区域，拉伸、扩展。
After hours of sitting, a good stretch can relieve muscle tension and improve circulation. A vast stretch of desert lay ahead, with no sign of water or vegetation in sight.
The fabric will stretch slightly to accommodate different shapes and sizes comfortably.
We need to stretch our budget to cover the unexpected costs of equipment repair.
The goal is to stretch our understanding of complex systems through collaborative learning.
Stretching.
Stretching.
Stretching the canvas tightly over the frame is essential for a smooth painting surface. Stretched.
Stretched. Resources were stretched thin during the crisis, making timely response a challenge.
Extend, expand, lengthen, elongate.
延伸、扩展、拉长、伸长。
Shrink, contract, shorten, compress.
缩小、收缩、缩短、压缩。
Strict.
Strict.
Demanding exact obedience or adherence to rules, precise or accurate.
严格的、严厉的、精确的。
The guidelines for the experiment were strict to ensure consistent and reliable results. The policy on attendance is very strict, allowing no exceptions, even for minor delays.
A strict timeline was enforced to complete the construction before the rainy season.
We must maintain strict control over the variables to avoid skewing the data.
Following a strict protocol is crucial when handling sensitive biological samples.
Strictness.
Strictness.
The strictness of the regulations ensured safety, but slowed down the approval process. Strictly.
Strictly. The budget must be strictly adhered to if we want to avoid financial setbacks.
Severe, rigid, stringent, exact.
严厉的、僵硬的、严格的、精确的。
Lenient, flexible, lax, loose.
宽容的、灵活的、松散的、宽松的。
Strike.
Strike.
A sudden attack or hit, a refusal to work as a form of protest. To hit forcibly, to stop work in order to protest.
打击、袭击、罢工、击打、罢工。
The workers called for a strike to demand better wages and safer working conditions. A powerful strike of lightning illuminated the sky during the intense thunderstorm.
The decision to strike came after months of failed negotiations over contract terms.
Ideas can strike unexpectedly, often leading to innovative solutions for complex issues.
We might strike a balance between economic growth and environmental conservation.
Striking.
Striking.
The painting's striking colors and bold lines captured everyone's attention at the exhibit. Struck.
Struck. The region was struck by a severe drought, impacting agriculture for several seasons.
Hit, attack, protest, impact.
打击、攻击、抗议、影响。
Miss, avoid, comply, submit.
错过、避免、遵守、屈服。
String.
String.
A thin piece of cord or thread, a sequence or series of things. To thread or connect things together, to stretch tightly.
细绳、线，一系列事物，串联、拉紧。
The instrument's string vibrated to produce a clear, resonant tone during the performance. A string of islands extends across the ocean, forming a natural barrier against storms.
Beads were strung together to create a colorful necklace for the cultural festival.
We can string these concepts into a coherent framework for better understanding.
The data points form a string of evidence supporting the hypothesis on climate shifts.
Stringent.
Stringent.
The new safety measures are stringent to prevent any accidents in hazardous zones. Stringed.
Stringed. Stringed instruments like violins require precise tuning for optimal sound quality.
cord, thread, series, sequence.
绳子、线、一系列、序列。
break, disconnect, fragment, isolate.
断开、分离、碎片、隔离。
Strip.
Strip,
A long, narrow piece of material or land, a sequence of images or actions. To remove something, such as clothing or covering, to deprive of something.
长条、窄条，一系列图像或动作，剥去、脱掉、剥夺。
They cleared a strip of forest to build a road connecting the remote villages. A narrow strip of coastline remains untouched by commercial development.
the process will strip the old paint from the walls before applying a fresh coat.
We need to strip away outdated assumptions to address current economic challenges.
The goal is to strip the design down to its essentials for maximum efficiency.
Stripping.
Stripping.
Stripping the insulation from wires requires caution to avoid damaging the core. Stripped.
Stripped. The strip framework of the building revealed its original architectural intent.
Peel, remove, divest, uncover.
剥去、移除、剥夺、揭露。
Cover, clothe, protect, restore.
覆盖、穿住、保护、恢复。
Studio.
Studio.
A room or building where artists, musicians, or filmmakers work, a place for broadcasting or recording.
工作室、录音室、播音室。
The artist spent countless hours in her studio perfecting the intricate details of her latest sculpture. The small studio was equipped with advanced tools for editing high-quality videos.
Musicians gathered in the studio to record their album over the course of several weeks.
I prefer working in a quiet studio to focus on developing complex software applications.
The film was produced in a state-of-the-art studio with cutting-edge visual effects technology.
Studious.
Studious.
Her studious approach to mastering new languages impressed everyone in the class. Studio apartment.
Studio apartment. Living in a studio apartment near campus saves time and commuting expenses.
Workshop, atelier, gallery, lab.
工作室、画室、画廊、实验室。
Outdoors, field, exterior, wilderness.
户外、田野、外部、荒野。
Well done! Take a break and remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's keep our learning motivation fresh.
Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success.